Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and welcome to a brand new mini-series called Why You're Not Climbing. Pretty much what this series is supposed to do is I take my own gameplay, I break it down and analyze it, and I show you guys what I did wrong, but also what my teammates did wrong, because if this same stuff is happening in Diamond, Masters, and Grandmasters, there's no reason why it's also happening in Bronze all the way to Platinum. But I just want to forewarn you guys, this isn't a series that's supposed to be bashing my teammates, because no, I do stuff wrong in this game just as well. I'm going to tell you guys what I did wrong, but also just to show you guys what could have been done and what could have been changed. I mean, right away, right here is a perfect example, is that I'm healing the anti-Zenyatta, but also my teammates are diving in, and I should have been diving in with them, but I can come back and argue saying, well, I had no idea that the team was diving in because, well, they're not in game chat, but I'm pretty much tired of blaming that and just using that as an excuse of why I'm not climbing, why we're not doing good, and this is the first point I want to try to make. Is pretty much the main theme of this video is know when you're countered. So we have a Pharah and we have a Genji, our two main DPS, but also look what's on the other team. They have a Winston, a Soldier, a McCree, and a Zarya. So obviously the Winston and the Zarya are gonna heavily counters a Genji, because I was actually having a conversation with my friend who also had a Genji on their team who also had the same counters, and they're just like, who are you gonna counter? Who are you gonna deflect? Because Genji is mainly used to deflect bullets and whatnot. You can't deflect a Winston, you can't deflect a Zarya, and same thing with Pharah. You're gonna be countered by a Soldier and a McCree. Double hit scan, which isn't too common, but when that's on the field, you should probably never ever play Pharah. So this is the main theme, know when you're countered, and those are our two main DPS who's supposed to be getting kills, and you'll see what happens later on in the video. So obviously I died by the Winston, and yes, I probably should have gone with the diving Winston and Genji, but the thing is with the dive comp is that everybody has to be on the same page, and that only usually works when there is communication. I was reading Dr. Seuss, the other guy was reading freaking Harry Potter, so we were even on the same book, but for whatever reason right here, we're still continuing on with the fight. The Zenyatta, the Pharah, and the Zarya should have just backed off once they saw me and the Winston die. It's a 4v6, we're not continuing on with the fight, and this is the part of the gameplay that I just knew wasn't going to work out. First of all, the Genji still hasn't switched because, well, he hasn't died yet, so okay, maybe he's building up his ultimate and whatnot, but and right here also a Reaper came on the field instead of a Pharah, so that is good. Our main DPS is now a Pharah when they have a Winston. For whatever reason, he dies, and we're still trying to continue on the fight, but the thing is that they're overextending. We should be easily taking them out right here. But of course, I'm getting focused by the Winston because we have no main DPS to be able to take him out. And you can just see here, I'm spamming things because it's so frustrating. No one's in game chats and no one's making switches to try to counter what they have besides the Reaper. And I'm grateful that the Reaper happened to switch. But right here, you're going to see this happen constantly throughout the gameplay. Winston continues to dive in. I get it. The dive comp is powerful and it's so great. In fact, they're even sort of running a little bit of a dive comp. Zarya and Winston just no Lucio, but Winston right here, he's just doing his own thing. So you might be wondering, oh, Bro You Whack, why don't you go in and fly with the Winston? You see that ulting Soldier right over there? There's no reason why he can't just turn to the left and just focus me and then I'm dead. So this is where the communication is key would come into play, and I could tell the Winston, hey, come back so I can come and heal you, but he wasn't in game chat. So then I hear the Soldier ult, I want to back off. Luckily the Zenyatta did ult and help protect us, except for the Winston because, well, he was already doing his own thing. But here is the main point also that I want to make with this video. Know your freaking roles. There's a Winston on the left, and there's a Zarya on the right, and they're focusing me, and I think there's a Zenyatta on the right. I forgot who's also getting focused on the right. You see the Reaper right over there, not taking out the tanks? When you're Reaper, you have a role. When you're Genji, you have a role. When you're Soldier, you have a role. Every offensive hero usually has some specific role, otherwise they would be the same. McCree and Soldier kind of share the same roles, but really what Reaper's role is in this case, focus the tanks. He doesn't have to protect me. I get it. Like, I'm Mercy, I can fly away, but the thing is, who am I going to fly to when I see two heavy big tanks focusing me? Reaper can easily take out the Winston and sustain himself, but this is the time that one game chat would be perfect here, so I can tell the Reaper, hey, I'm getting dove, but also I can tell him to come back. I get it, he's probably focusing the Mercy, focusing the Ana. That's not what you're really supposed to be doing when there's 6 other heroes on the field. So I'm getting focused by these two heavy tanks. I could ask the Zarya to bubble, and this was a big mistake, but hindsight is 2020. I shouldn't have solo ulted the Zenyatta Zenyatta or whatever, but what was I gonna do? I wanted to try to live, I wanted to make something happen, and I wanted to also go heal that Reaper, but I got misplaced by that Zenyatta also. So this is just one big giant mess. Genji is sort of doing what he's supposed to be doing, but the thing is, there's so many counters on the field that could just easily focus the Genji, and when Genji is so dependent on the healers, and when they die, then he's gonna die so easy because he has no sustainability. But the thing is, I've seen so many Genjis play against a freaking Winston, a Zarya, a Mei, and somehow a Pikachu, and still smack them cheeks, bro. Like, I've totally seen it before. The thing is, though, this wasn't that Genji, and I'm sure you guys aren't that Genji. So going back to the main theme, which is two main things: know when you're counted and know your role. That's pretty much why you're not climbing, is because you're trying to do these things that you're not designed to for a hero, or you're playing a hero that really isn't designed for the fight, like in this case. So yes, we are, I'm hitting my mic and whatnot, but yes, we are kind of winning the fight a little bit here. But you see, we gotta make it to the very, very end of Route 66. We're finally making a push with 30 seconds left, less than 30 seconds left. This isn't going good. We're gonna have to fight every single fight in pretty much overtime. Yes, we did get a team kill, but we had to use so many ults. A Zarya ult, a Genji ult. Soon enough, we're gonna use mine and Zenyatta ult. So again, it's just going back to the main theme: know your role and know when you're countered. Reaper was a great case right here, but the thing is, though, you're not doing your thing, what you're supposed to be doing, which is focusing the Winston and focusing the tanks. Genji, on the other hand, yes, he is kind of focusing the Mercy and the Ana and whatnot, but he's so dependent on us. When you're countered, you're going to be taken out so easily. So really, when you insta-lock DPS, get ready to make some switches and get ready to get some kills, because that's your only thing that you really have to do. I wish they would rename it EPM, eliminations per minute, because you can be doing so much damage, but if you're not securing the kills, then you're just feeding the enemy healer's ultimate charge, and you're just not doing anything. You pretty much might as well be playing a healer at that point. So of course we lost. No switches were made besides a Reaper, and then for whatever reason a Tracer, I guess, even though we already have a flanker. But here is just a perfect example. Where's the Reaper? I stupidly solo ulted, but Reaper's nowhere to be found, and we just died. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this mini series. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I love you guys. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.